Hey guys, I'm Hound. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to actually touch up on the 7 Deadly Sins units released in the Collab for King Fighters All-Stars. We're going to be splitting this up into 4 videos, Volume 1, Volume 2, and then Elizabeth and Tavern Master Meliodas are going to get their solo analysis because they're free. So let's start with Volume 1, which will be consisting of Meliodas, Bon, and Merlin. Let's start with Bon. So, let's look at Bon's stats. Bon is a purple unit. He's got a CP of 11,127 with 79,751 HP and 7,980 attack and 1,132 defense. Here are his affinities and stuff. His leader skill is increase attack type fighters' attack by 45% and critical rate by 5%. Let's look at his skills. His first skill is Vanishing Kill. It takes about 10.9 seconds to charge. It inflicts damage equal to 672% of attack to an enemy, increases target's damage received by 20% for 7 seconds upon landing a skill. 100% chance to ignore the target's guard upon landing a successful attack. His next skill, Brutal Assault, inflicts damage equal to 696% of attack to an enemy. Gains super armor for 3 seconds when using a skill, becomes immune to damage for 3 seconds, can be used while being attacked, only while standing. The next skill is Straight Shot, inflicts damage equal to 749% of attack to an enemy, 70% chance to reset cooldowns upon a successful attack, cooldown 15 seconds, inflicts 30% of attack as bleed damage to the target every 1 second for 7 seconds upon landing a skill. And his finisher skill is Physical Hunt, inflicts damage equal to 1,144% of attack to an enemy. Now Bon is really good, but he is notably not as good as Meliodas or Merlin, who are also on this banner. So, out of the 4 you can summon from Volume 1, which are Meliodas, Merlin, Bon, and Elizabeth, he is the second worst. But that doesn't mean he's bad, he's really good. And here is his specific card, Fox Hunt. It unlocks the special skill Fox Hunt when equipped to Bon. It is 581 CP, 1,712 HP, has a cooldown of 23.6. PG consumption 3 tier, 464 defense. And the skill inflicts damage equal to 1,785% of attack to an enemy. Which is a pretty good skill. Next, let's touch up on Merlin. Let's look at her stats real quick. So, Merlin is a blue unit. She's got 10,923 CP with 86,602 HP, 6,111 attack, and 3,367 defense. There are her affinities. And her leader skill is increases 7 Deadly Sins fighters' attack by 45%, power charge rate by 20%. Her skills are Elemental Chase, inflicts damage equal to 786% of attack to enemy, 100% chance to ignore the target's guard upon landing a successful attack, PvP exclusive, target cannot activate buffs from active skills for 3 seconds upon landing a skill. Her second skill is Icicle Castle, inflicts damage equal to 655% of attack to an enemy, gains hyper armor, super armor, and damage immunity for 3 seconds. applies Cold Spell for 6 seconds to target upon a successful attack, deals chill damage equal to 30% of attack every 1 second, decreases attack speed by 10% and movement speed by 10%. Her next skill is Random Ball. Inflicts damage equal to 676% of attack to an enemy, decreases damage received by 70% for 4 seconds. 30% chance to reset cooldown for Icicle Castle upon landing a skill. Cooldown 15 seconds. Deals one of the following damage equal to 27% of attack upon landing a skill every 1 second for 7 seconds, which the following includes Burn, Bleed, Poison, Chill, or Shock. And her finisher skill is Exterminate Ray. Inflicts damage equal to 1,133% of attack to an enemy. Her striker skill, support type, is freezes all enemies for 2 seconds. Here is her card. And her card unlocks the special skill Endless Whirl when equipped to Merlin, which inflicts damage equal to 1,740% of attack to an enemy. It has 584 CP, 1,714 HP, 742 attack, and 470 defense. Merlin is really good. Merlin is really damn good. And lastly, let's touch up on Meliodas. So let's look at his stats. Meliodas is an orange shield. He has 11,272 CP, 108,417 HP, 5,182 attack, and 5,506 defense. His affinities are there. His leader skill increases 7 Deadly Sins Fighters attacks by 55%. And now let's touch on his skills. His first skill is Glitter Shoot. Inflicts damage equal to 698% of attack to an enemy. Increases attack by 29% for 7 seconds. Stuns an enemy for 2 seconds upon a successful attack. 50% chance to ignore the target's guard upon landing a successful attack. His second skill is Knee Crush. Inflicts damage equal to 755% of attack to an enemy. Applies Blackout for 6 seconds. The target upon landing a skill deals darkness damage equal to 30% of attack every 1 second, decreases power by 2%. His next skill is Virtual Body Doubles. Inflicts damage equal to 716% of attack to an enemy. Gains Hyper Armor, Super Armor, and Damage Immunity for 3 seconds. Can be used while being attacked, only while standing. His finisher skill is Enchant Hellblaze. Inflicts damage equal to 1,173% of attack to an enemy. Deals darkness damage equal to 30% of attack to target every 1 second for 7 seconds when a successful skill ends. And his striker support skill is Increases Active. Team members attack by 10% for 10 seconds, and yellow element fighters recover HP by 5%. It also seems that I am colorblind because I said orange earlier when that is apparently yellow. Although I don't know if there are actually orange characters in this game. And his card is 1,000 Define Cuts, which grants a special skill 1,000 Define Cuts to Meliodas, which inflicts damage equal to 1,764% of attack to an enemy, has 584 CP, 1,710 HP, 737 attack, and 479 defense. Meliodas is also really damn good, and I would highly recommend you summon for him. But, yeah. That's going to do it for the first part of the 7 Deadly Sins collab characters. Before we go, I actually want to use this opportunity to go over the cards. The regular cards. So, Intensifying Thirst for Knowledge Type 1. We have Type 2 and Type 3. when you have the set, so the stats for each, they all increase attack by 7%. Yeah. Type 1 has 612 CP, 2426 HP, 735 attack, 459 defense. Type 2 is 628 CP, 1711 HP, 731 attack, and 652 defense. And then Type 3 is 844 CP, 1710 HP, 1265 attack, and 465 defense. When you have the full set, increases Starlight Chill damage by 75% and Activate Skill damage by 23%. Then we have Captain of the Knighthood of Scrap Disposal, which it increases attack by 5%, increases critical rate by 2.5%, has the special effect, deals additional damage to 150% of attack when 7 deadly sense binders land a critical hit. And its stats are 637 CP, 1928 HP, 806 attack, and 510 defense. And the last of the normal cards is the Truth About the Mobile Tavern. It increases attack by 5%, increases HP by 5%, increases attack equal to 20% of defense. It has a CP of 644, HP of 1918, attack of 819, and defense of 512. Anyways, that's going to do it for the first part of the collab, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.